sort of where the daylight is for now. We'll go right here, kind of through this channel. Some kind of channel here. Hello everyone, Thranxes here, and welcome back to No Man's Sky, episode 183. We are officially in the Beyond update for this series, and we've had a lot of questions about, in the stream, about the future of the series. We talked about some of them, and suffice to say, this series will continue as it stands. Because the world didn't reset, there's so much progress here, we're not going to be getting rid of any of it, so this one will continue. Now, that being said, there will likely be another series of No Man's Sky to start fresh, and we're hashing out those details on Discord and such. But suffice to say, for now, this is where we are. Okay, so if you didn't watch the stream that we did when Beyond went live, let's talk a little bit about what we did. We landed on this planet, a nice little planet in this system that we were already in from episode 182, and started to build things. So we put down a base and realized it had to be powered. So now you have to use reactors and batteries, and of course everything is depleted, so things that require power are not going to work in here, like our terminus. Which means that a lot of old bases actually don't work anymore, because they too will require power. In fact, I think... let's go ahead and actually get the volume down just a little bit. It sounds a little loud. Okay. What we realized we needed for a lot of these things is we need salvaged technology that you get from being buried underground. On top of that, we also need nanites. But nanites we sort of have quite a bit of. 2,000. I think more than enough to get the stuff that we really, really want. No, more than anything, it is the salvage technology. So, what is going to happen in this series moving forward? Well, we're going to put on hold the idea of a new star system every episode. I think when there's progress to be had, we're actually chasing in-game progress. We have to put that on. Because what we need is to check out the new content. What I would like to do is get a nice big base and industrial section set up. Oh, that was 4. That was a good one. And so we can check out... oh, that pop-up, though. They can't hotfix that fast enough. Look at all these natural burial sites. Alright, well, let's push forward just a bit, and we'll gather some of these plants. In the update, we did a little bit of the riding creatures in the update stream, where we rode around on various creatures. If you haven't been up to speed on the Beyond update, everything has pretty much changed at this point. The biggest thing I think that everybody was talking about the most is the increase in inventory stacking for ore and resources. As now, things will literally stack up to 10,000. So there's really no need to worry about basic stuff for the most part. Let's get these back in my exosuit. Right? Yeah. And we have a nutrient processor. We milked some animals, as you can see. The biggest thing we learned, though, that was different, in my opinion, well, I guess that's not fair. Everything was really different. The bases needing power and everything. I'm just trying to analyze what I was about to say. Huh. These trees not... these aren't harvestable trees? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, 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 alright. Let's stop for a second. I mean, just look at all this space. I've got to reorganize it. It's going to be like the periodic table of elements, I think. How people organize these things is going to be key. But yeah, I mean, you can literally just get like all the most important stuff and have a stack of 10,000 of it. And then even in your personal inventory, you know, you can go, think of how many stacks of 10,000 pure ferrite and magnetized ferrite you could be sitting on, where when you go to build a base, you could just build. You know? It's definitely going to make ad hoc, on-the-spot base construction easier. And so I think we're going to have to do that. We're going to have to do that and get all set up. But I want to unlock all the base components. You know, I don't want to work on our next base and look for our next big base spot without unlocking all the new base components. So that's what we're looking for now, is more buried technology. And so we're going to put the deep space exploration on hold a little bit while we do that. Now, I think it's only fair, while we're getting set up, just kind of looking for salvage technology, we'll talk a little bit about why this video was delayed and didn't come out when it should have, and what we're thinking is, I've actually been trying to do some work on the second series for No Man's Sky, because I do want to start a fresh series, and my inclination is to go with permadeath, right? And I think that part is pretty much solid, although I'm open for arguments against it. But I think permadeath is the way to go for a second series. The thing that's up for debate is whether or not we're going to try and do it on VR. Now, this is a thing that I think we have the capability to do, or that we could have the capability to do very shortly. The question is if that would be an experience that would be relatable or would add value to a permadeath series. My thought process was that any sort of extra immersion in a game mode built around, you know, no respawn is, you know, just going to make everything that much more intense, and it would add lots and lots of value to the series. But I've heard some valid arguments for why not. Probably the one that was repeated the most was that VR is generally regarded as lower resolution. So, I mean, it's not general. It is. So that would be part of that issue. But so I guess the question becomes: would the graphical limitations be outweighed by the extra immersion, or not? That's really the challenge of the question. And so that's what we're kicking around on Discord. Now, if you're not on Discord, or you weren't part of the stream, you didn't get to throw your opinion out there as to which series you would be more interested in, or even if you just wouldn't care and you would watch a permadeath series, whether it was VR or not, feel free to let me know in the comments of this video. This being the first video of the series back since the Beyond update, I'm hoping to get a lot of feedback because I really want the second series we do, hopefully, to be as successful as everyone has helped the first, and I couldn't do it without the feedback from the community and everybody that's built around my channel to help keep me in a good direction. Because I know that I would likely have fun either way. And I guess if we're just being completely honest, as challenging as I think the motion sickness would be, I would probably prefer to do it in VR simply for the immersion. But again, I'm totally open to everyone's opinion. Oh my goodness, that pop-up. Do you see what I'm working with that pop-up? My goodness. It's so persistent. And it almost makes me wonder. almost makes me wonder how they didn't catch that when they were testing, because the biggest reason is because it completely... Oh, hold on. Did I not lock my thing? But it completely clobbers the screen so incessantly, and I know they must have done a test of somebody who didn't start a brand new game, because they had to verify that everyone's old saves weren't ruined. But maybe that's all it was. Maybe it was just that everyone who tested it started the new game to see all the intro stuff, and nobody really tested a long-standing game. You know, I'm a fan of these colors. Actually, this planet is interesting. It's growing on me a bit. Oh, that reminds me, we're optimizing all of our stuff now. That was another thing we did in the stream. I don't know if everybody was paying attention, or was able to tune in or see, but now you can move your upgrades around however you want. And since I was told that upgrades get more adjacency bonus, I mean like this, and it makes sense because everyone is adjacent to 2 instead of it being a chain or a line, we're just going to move stuff around. And so part of that, actually, we're going to do that on the Exocraft right now, is... we're just going to move all of this boost technology down here so it's all grouped together. And then, actually, I think we'll do it like this. Look at that. So now, ooh, boom. Bang, bang, boom. So now we have our Azure Spark 100% optimized, except for maybe the upgrades could be a little bit better, but that's going to be, those are going to roll differently as well. We might try that with a few things, but for now, we've improved our adjacency bonus at least. Being able to move technology around is such a wonderful thing. And now if you're going to trade in your starship, think of all the technology modules you save when you trade in your starship now. That's almost a 100% counter argument for holding off on upgrades. Like, you should just upgrade your starship immediately. And look at this. It's like a proper night sky, but with these oranges and yellows. Wow. I'm looking for animals, too, but I find it interesting. So, one of the things is that you cannot... it doesn't seem to be an easy mechanism to move animals around. When you tame them, they sort of just seem to wander in that area, which leads me to believe that if you want to farm animals long-term, then you sort of have to... pardon me, you sort of have to build your base near where you tame the herd, which is just a little weird, right? There's not really much I can add to this to help it mine on the go. Oop. Well, I didn't want that plant anyways. Again, look at these awkward weapon scars, like some kind of space battle in orbit. Tore up the ground. Now, one of the things to mention just briefly is, regardless of whether or not we choose to go the road with VR for the Permadeath series, we are going to be going through some upgrades to improve the graphics of both our recording, our streams, and the gameplay of No Man's Sky. This, in part, although not completely, is due to all of the wonderful support and engagement we've got on the channel. The more and more the channel grows, we're actually starting to get some money now, and I want to put it right back into the channel, hopefully to bring you even better videos. And so that's what we're going to be doing, is sort of a system upgrade. And The question is just whether or not we want the No Man's Sky series to include VR when we try permadeath or not. And now keep in mind, it's possible that, you know, I might not do so well on a permadeath series and I might die, and we might have a couple of different chances to make those choices, but my goal would be hopefully to live. Hopefully. Whether or not that happens, that's a completely other thing. I don't know if I like that noise as it like cycles through things. Let's get our vehicle. I think we just straight up need to go to a different part of the planet for a minute. I'm not seeing a lot of buried technology here. All right. Now, one of the things we added to our Starship for new technology was the launch system recharger. So the longer your ship is landed, then the launch thruster just slowly recharges over time. It's pretty amazing. Actually, does it even have to be... No, it doesn't even have to be landed. It's just over time, it slowly reloads. Pretty amazing stuff. So I don't want to really go too far. We're sort of up in the clouds. I'm just trying to gain a little bit of speed. Maybe punching up above the cloud layer there. There we go. We'll come back down a little bit further away. Land near one of these weapon scars here. See if there's any buildings. Nope. Alright, we'll just come in to land right here. They really want me to install that upgrade module. Halfway think maybe if I just installed one it would stop, but I don't think I would be that lucky. Just want to stop and repair these every time now. Imagine being able to hold 10,000 pugnium. Scanner module S. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, wow. That's good stuff. Let's find some buried technology. Where are we at with buried technology? 12 salvage data. Okay, let me get rid of this one wiring loom, actually. All this stuff can go in high-capacity inventory. I wish it would auto-sort to there. That would be neat. And the milk. I don't even know, do we need the milk? What, we were just eating it? Oh no, we can generate stuff in a nutrient processor. Well, we'll have to check that out. Yeah, because we have a catalog now. There we go. Catalog of all of our stuff. So let's see, all the raw materials. Huh. There's a raw material we've not gathered? Interesting. I don't believe it. Crafted product. Okay, there's a couple. Couple of new ones, I think, as well. Equipment. Yeah, you can see here, there's... we have to go through and find all of these. But here you have cooking products. There you go. Look at them all. Like, look at them all. Look at them all. That's going to be fun. And then portal glyphs, we have them all. Curiosities, still have to need some. So it's a neat little checklist on your catalog there to evaluate what you've seen and keep track of it all, which is really kind of neat. Let's grab some more of these impulse beams. And we'll come over here and we'll gather some of this condensed carbon. Look at all this beautiful condensed carbon. Oh no, the drones are investigating. Say it's not so. Whatever will we do? How's it going? Yeah, exactly. Now I'm starting to see a large, not existing salvaged technology section. Like this whole section, and none of it has salvage technology. Well, we'll drive for a little bit, and then if we have to, we'll just leave the planet. Because we actually need quite a bit. I think just the antimatter reactor alone is plenty. So we're going to want to gather a lot. So part of our journey is just going to be to travel around and look for salvage tech. Wait, it's called salvaged data, but when you scan it, it's called buried technology. Interesting. I'll get it right eventually. So I think we're going to primarily be looking for wealthy systems for a while till we can get our stockpile of resources where we want it. And I'm talking buying like 4,000 and 5,000 of a resource at a time. I want to make sure I've got like half of, 50,000, you know, pure ferrite and 50,000 magnetized ferrite. When it's time to build a base, I want to go nuts. But especially with the industry, that's going to be fun. And part of the industry comes with let's see if I go like this and then Q. There we go. Yeah, see? So this is telling me there's a concentrated gas cloud in the atmosphere in that direction. So what you can do is you can set up these bases and outposts on these hotspots, and you can extract incredibly large amounts of resources, which is really pretty cool. And so because of that, we really need to rethink all of our outposts. In many ways, a lot of our old outposts might as well be dead to us. They wouldn't work anyways. Any outpost we go to at this point is literally just a farm to grow stuff outside. So we can go if we need to get like frostwort or, you know, solar vine, fungal mold. That's fine. The only thing is that that's all we can get because the rest of the base isn't powered. Well, I guess the extractors would still be running, the portable extractors, but those are not going to give us the resource yield as a large automated industrial sector. Plus, they're going to require lots of condensed carbon to actually run. You're going to have to reload them constantly. We don't want to do that either. I do like how much faster the mining beam fires. I would like some more buried technology. Oh, and there's another one. Nice. Alright. I think we'll hit these up, and then we'll go ahead and we'll prep to go to another planet. I can't spend an entire episode on the same planet. I think it's physically possible for me to do. Plus, this one isn't like buried technology city. It has some. It's okay. But we want to find a planet that's like buried technology. Everywhere you go, you can't escape it. Or you land on the planet and you're just being smothered in buried technology like it's a pop-up that won't go away. You know what I'm talking about. 332. No, I'm gonna stick to what I said. Let's depart. I'm about out of it. I don't want to be on this planet anymore. I guess that's not true. I like this planet. I just want to see what else is out there. It's never that I dislike a planet so much I want to leave. This planet has character. It's that I want to see the character of the next planet. So let's go ahead and bounce on into low orbit and see what we got out here. Oh, that's right. This is a binary planetoid system, so there's only 2 planets. The one we got our base on, and this glacial planet with the red oceans. Is that an industrial? I think that's an industrial frigate. We need a supply. That's a science frigate. That's a trade. I think we could use a trade. Nope. Doesn't want to talk to us. I don't want to talk to you either. Alright, let's head for Midir, the glacial planet. We'll take this opportunity to refuel our pulse engine. Red oceans. Magnetized ferrite. I noticed the terrain manipulator doesn't come in sizes anymore. Just one flat size. Let's get set on to New Beginnings quest, please. Stop giving me those other quests. The upgrade module. Maybe I should install one. You know what? That's what we'll do. Let's go ahead and I have an idea. I know exactly what we'll do, but I want to be sort of where the daylight is for now. We'll go right here, kind of through this channel. There's some kind of channel here. Is this? That's underwater. Is that sand? Hold on, it's hard to tell. There's like a lot of atmospheric scattering. No, it's bits of water and it's a lot of rocks. Oh, it's some kind of mineral dissolved in the water. It's got it looking like blood red. There's almost no elevation change here on this planet. As such, these seas are incredibly shallow. Whoa, 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 there's some large trees, though, that we did not see on the way down here. Hold on, land. And some rock formations. Outbreaks of frozen rain. Sparse sentinels. Okay, well, we made it. I hear a creature. Oh, hold on. Sweetened compost. Unfortunately, I can't make sweetened compost. What about you? Enzyme fluid. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to play with the animals yet. What do we have here? Vigilant, eats thy hydrogen crystals. Okay, no threats. No threats noted at this time. These beaches are really interesting. Oh, this. Yes. Eats a bloody organ. Oh, you can tame one of these? Interesting. Alright, let's take a look at the water before it gets too dark, although it is dark now. Yeah, look at these awkward little seas. Look at this. There's hardly any depth to it at all. And it is cold. Eats seaweed. Eats silicates. Alright. We've got some different... Oh, and it's cold. Oh, the storm is really cold. This is that frozen rain they were talking about. Alright, let's charge our liquid phase convection unit. Let's see if we can find some salvage technology. I don't see any. It's a little disheartening. I think we'll relocate to a larger section of land. Let's go ahead and we'll go into orbit so we can get a good look at where the land masses are. Right, because so much of this looks like water, I can't even tell. It's just a bad angle. All right, let's get in the sunlight. All right, swing it around. Should we stop? All right, I guess we should swing over. That's combat. We don't need that. That's industrial, I think. Pretty sure it's not supply. That's industrial. Or was the other one? Is that the same? That's the same, isn't it? It is. Okay. Then not important. We're going to jump towards the sun. Get well away from that Terminator, find a nice big landmass, and then come right back down into the atmosphere here. Alright, let's get away from the coast. Oh. I have an idea, though, how to handle that upgrade module. Alright, we're coming down through the atmosphere. See if the elevation's any different over on this side of the planet. No, still relatively flat. Oh no, it's a little... Okay, it's a little more varied here than on the other side. But it's still relatively flat overall. Alright. Let's summon our fighter. And then I guess all we have to do, because we can move our upgrades around wherever we want, we don't have to be super finicky about where we place them. Let's just go ahead and we'll just install one, right? Like, we know we're going to want them on this thing. No, there it is. Okay, so if I go in here and I say, hey, on the shield, why do you do this to me? Okay, upgrade module acquired. Yes. Pulse engine. Phase beam. Positron. Sure. Oh no, it's trying to tell me what to use it on. Oh, here. Yeah, then that's what I want to use, right? No, it's saying, it's still telling me to do it. That's fine. Photon cannon. Pulse engine. I mean, why wouldn't we just use it, right? Might as well. We can move it all around later. Ta-da! I have no more upgrade modules. Maybe it was telling me the message because it knew I had some sitting in reserve. I guess I still do, technically. I have this Starship Shield module here, which I'm also going to put over here. I mean, really, this... This is so, like... Oh, easy and intuitive. It's like, why wasn't it like that all along? I just put my upgrades where they make sense, right? Just move them around. It's my ship. Why can't I reconfigure the upgrades? It's that delicate that it would break if you took it out of the package. And that being said, hopefully we upgraded so many modules on that thing that the game will, from this point on, no longer hit us with that message. That would be great. And if it works, then you'll know what to do for your game if you're being plagued by the same pop-up. Oh, the build menu is going to take time to relearn. Yes, yes. Oh no, we ran out of antimatter. When did I use my antimatter? I must have made something that required it. Okay, we're going to bounce right on over to this buried technology module over here. I think that'll be the last act for the episode. This has been No Man's Sky, episode 183. Thanks so much for joining me. I do hope you've had a good time watching, because as always, I have absolutely had a good time playing. And until next time, take care.